Okay, so the first story I want to tell you is a really weird one, and you're probably going to think that I'm like a crazy person, but I'm going to take my glasses off so you can see my eyeballs. All right? Maybe you can tell if I'm telling the truth or not. So, this happened to me almost 30 years ago. So I'm 40 now, and I'd say back then I probably would have been 12, 13. So you're talking about 27, 28 years ago when this happened. And the only reason I'm bringing this up right now is because I saw a recent report about something like this happening. This guy, I don't know his name. I don't even think that he's all that believable, to tell you the truth. But maybe he is. I don't know. Some guy in the military said that he was sent on some kind of reconnaissance mission to pick up like an alien spacecraft, or like a UAP or UFO, whatever they call it. He's like a helicopter pilot. Okay, so he had to go out and pick this thing up, and he had a weird experience with it. But I guess it was like, I don't know, I kind of watched the video, but then I didn't watch a lot of it. So apparently there was like an egg-shaped craft, and then there was like another shaped craft. I don't know. Like I said, I only watched part of the video. But I wanted to tell you my experience, and like I said, this is almost 30 years ago. So I'm about 12 or 13, and so I'm old enough to remember, and I'm also old enough to like tell the difference between things. Like I kind of knew a little bit about what things were. And another reason I want to tell you this is because the day that I saw it was a day that's very similar to today. So you might not be able to see, but it's very just blue. The sky's just blue, right? There's hardly any clouds. There's some clouds over there, but it's not, they're, I don't know what they are, whatever kind of fucking clouds, but they're all like hazy, and it's, there's no definable edges or whatever with the clouds. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly blue sky, like 99% blue sky. Beautiful. It's a beautiful day. So anyway, we had another one of these beautiful days when I was younger, and I was at my parents' house, at the house that I grew up, and we live on, well, they still live there, but we lived on like a side of a mountain, and probably, I don't know, maybe 200-300 feet down from the top. So, here, and they had like a house and a pasture and all this stuff, right? So you could go outside, and you had, a pretty clear view of the sky, but you were also partly obscured because, the ridge top, and then, whatever, behind you, and the tree line and all that stuff, right? So I'm outside, and I'm by myself. I don't know where everybody else was. I feel like there were other people home, but they weren't in that immediate area. And I see this thing, and it's solid white egg-shaped thing in the sky. It had definable edges, so like I instantly knew that it wasn't a cloud because it was clearly defined edges. And it floated. I didn't hear any noise, okay, but it floated. It was up in the sky, and it floated back behind the tree line, and then off side of it, I went out in the yard to try to see it better, further see it again or whatever, and I didn't really. I only saw it for, I would say, 5 to 10 seconds, not longer than that. And it was probably, I would say it was less than 100 feet above the tree line, because it disappeared into the tree line, from my point of view, right? So yeah, just like this solid shaped thing in the sky and went across. I don't know where it came from. I think it might have came out of the tree line and then floated across, and I saw it for 5 to 10 seconds. Then it went back behind the tree line, out of my line of sight, and I never saw it again. Never saw it again. Never ever seen anything else like it until recently when I saw this report of this egg-shaped craft. It's the same damn thing. I mean, I don't know if it's the same damn thing. I know that it looks like the same thing. Okay. Now, like I said, I didn't hear any like engine noise or anything, but at the same time, like, you know, there was no discernible engine noise. Maybe it had a hum. I don't know. I didn't hear it. It also wasn't moving very fast. I mean, it wasn't moving very fast at all. I'd say maybe, I don't know, 15 miles an hour or something. Like pretty freaking slow. And yeah, I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that it's an alien. I'm not saying that it's the government or anything. Like, I don't know what it is. I just saw it, and ever since then, like, that's one of those memories. You know, I don't have the greatest memory, but that's one of those things where, like, dude, I don't know what that was. You know, like, I've never seen. I've had maybe 2 maybe 3 experiences in my life that were kind of unexplainable. That's one of them. But man, what a weird thing, you know. And I just thought I'd like to get it out there, just because I saw the thing recently, and I don't know. I don't want to say that it's like validation for me, because all these people are saying that it's aliens, but you know, it's just like, oh, okay, so like there's actually this, people are seeing this thing that looks a lot like the thing that I saw. Yeah, it's weird. It's really weird. I don't know what to call it or claim it. You know, I looked up weather balloons, because I thought, well, maybe it's just a balloon, you know. But you know, it has like it wasn't a sphere or a circle. It had it was a little bit elliptical, I think is the term, where it was, you know, it almost like an egg, you know. And it wasn't very high up. It was only, you know, maybe, like I said, 100 feet above the tree line. Maybe, like, I mean, it was lower than you would see a helicopter. It was lower than you'd see like a Cessna, you know, because we see helicopters and planes and stuff fly over that area before, and it would have been lower to the ground than any of those things. Yeah, just weird. I don't think anybody else saw it. There was nobody else there, you know, at least with me. And this isn't like in a really populated area. It's, you know, it's in the country, you know, so the houses are pretty sporadically, you know, around. I'm sure if there was somebody else outside at the same time as me looking up in the sky, they probably would have seen it. But I didn't go around asking people. I really didn't do much with it at all, because I didn't know what it was, and I wasn't ready to say, oh, it's an alien, you know. It's just something weird. All right.